131 clicks. Betty's best. Where are you? 131. Well done. Big bucks, big difference. 248. Game changers. Where are you? 52 clicks. I want 100 by tonight. All right. Now, people are asking. Now I'm not telling you. I'm not going to tell you how many sales. I just told you that one group had 4 sales with 227 clicks. Hang on a second. The 227 clicks were from Monday through the left, and they got 4 sales. Okay? Now, the engagers, let's see, 306. You do have more than 1 sale. I'm not going to tell you about that. Oh, you're Mendoza. Oh, you're engaged. Okay, you're throwing me off over here. Saying my name, engaged. Anyway, you're all doing exceptionally well. The experiment is a success. Here's the thing. Let me be perfectly clear. Is the sale your responsibility? No. The exposure is your responsibility. If you don't get a sale, that's a bad message to market match, and that's my fault. Because it's my video after that. It's my message. So make sure that the message you're sending is in alignment with the message they're seeing on the landing page. Are you with me? Yes. So exposure is your responsibility. That's all I want. So game changers, 52 clicks, you could have 5 sales. If all you do is sharpen your message to market match, you want the message to market what? Match. Look at the sales letter. Look at how I'm presenting it. I'm not making it hype. I'm telling them that they're going to get something. If they click, what we're doing is we're getting them a bonus gift. Are you watching this? Have you seen the sales page? So read it, understand it, because you will get more sales. How many of you think you're going to be making money overnight while you're sleeping? Have you planted the seeds? Yeah. This is what they mean by making money overnight. Now, you are brave, you are courageous, and you are playing all good. Please give yourself a hand for doing it. You are courageous, you are brave, and you are playing all in. Please give yourselves a hand for being here. I do eventually exhausted by the time I'm done. But want the energy for tomorrow. Now, just to motivate you, I want you to see what a disengaged person, in this case persons, will look like. Now, I would call, in this next movie you're about to see, I would call them potential problem children. And I want you just to see it, smell it, kind of taste it in good, touch it, feel it, and you want to run away from it as fast as you can. Because if this ever crosses your presence, I want you to say thanks, but no. Thanks, but no. Thanks, but no. Now let me tell you a quick story. And this, I think, is good marketing. I do something with my highly committed. I love committed people. Would you agree? Yes. Okay. Are you committed? Yes. Of course you are. When someone is opting in, are they committing to something? Yes. So whatever they see on the next page is called what's the words? The thanks page. The opt-in page is not the most important page on the internet. The thanks page is the most important page on the internet. Because only the people who have taken action, what's the word? What's the word? What's the word? Only the people who have taken action will see the thanks page. So you better put something important on the thanks page. Now, what other species or types of thanks pages are there? Well, if someone goes to a shopping cart, say your shopping cart, say my shopping cart, when they click order, and they place submit or add the card or whatever it is. They take out their credit card, they type in their name and address, they put the credit card number, expiration date, and the security code that some people will tomorrow. See. That was a story. Somewhat, but I don't care. It's late enough. And what I want to do is make sure that the thank you page has something important. But what does your thank you page say after the order? Is it a testimonial? Is it an upsell, maybe an OTO, a one-time offer? Is it an opportunity for a referral? Is it a surprise bonus gift? Like it could be? Is it a personal message from you? Are you with me? Yeah. So your thanks page is the most important page on the net, and there are many different types of thanks pages. Opt-in, that's a thanks. Order, that's a thanks. Now, there's another type of thanks page. I will show you that after this move. But these are the people that see a very special type of thanks page that is called an opt-out. What's an opt-out? When they read my list, that's an opt-out. That means I don't like you anymore. That's what that means, right?
I don't know.
Now, the people who opt out, are they committed?
We can switch it up.
Are they deciding to do something? Are they committed? Can you make money from that? Who says yes? Okay. Now, do you have to make money from them directly? No. But can you make money from them from someone else? Yes. You want to see my opt-out video? Yes. Hi, this is Alice. I know you know me, and I've been emailing you for quite some time now, but for some reason, you and I have come from a different set of assumptions. You haven't ordered yet, and now you're about to leave me. I hope you don't go. But because you may be going, and what I had and offered to you was not good enough for you, I'm not going to take it personally, although I do sometimes, so I hope you do stay. But instead, I want you to consider those 3 links down below. Because there are very smart people, and they offer similar things to me, and some people down there even make more money than me. So you may want to consider clicking those links to see what they have to offer. Now, what are those 3 links? Who cares? I can change them. That's my video message. You want to know heaven without the inconvenience of dying?
Yes.
Send your problem children to your competitors and make money. Are you with me? Send them to your competitors and make money off of them. Not only do you make money off of them, there's no help desk, there's no whining, there's no complaining, and they probably will finally say some good things about you because they don't know what they have. Am I serving them? That's called self-serving benevolence. Are you with me? That's not an oxymoron. Right? So there's another oxymoron, it sounds like it's not, with relaxed intensity. What I'd like you to do is go straight to them and do a beautiful opt-out video. And then tell them the links down there and change the links to have 3, not 2, not 1, but 3. And make sure they're direct competitors. I've actually done this in the middle of my sales meetings. Now what happens is, they go to someone else's website, they look at the website, they go, I don't like this, but now, they've been cookied. What have they been? Cookied. And so, if by chance they buy something from that other person who's a direct competitor, there's no competition, right? Co-opetition, what's it called? I get paid from that person. So, I make nearly $500,000 a year from problem children who are buying products from my competitors. Is that a good amount of money to make? Yes. Is that net profit? Yes. Yes. Is that a smile on my face? Yes. Am I smiling now? So I don't see any of you in the room, but there are people who know who they are, and they actually don't have the same help desk that we do. They don't serve them as much as we do, so it doesn't bother them as much. They tell them, find out, look, we can't get you within 24 hours. Right? I have some people asking me for 3 countries to get back to them within 24 hours on Saturday.
Yeah.
Right? It just happens. It happens. That's what people are used to. It happens. In some cases, within 2 hours. But what was it? What was it again? How many hours?
Yeah, that.
2 hours?
Yeah.
2 hours on a Sunday. But you know what? That's a tribute to our service, so I don't get upset about it. That's not a problem child. That's a problem child in the making. So that person gets feedback, and they get, and then we groom them, and we turn from a terrible team to the perfect moment after a while. But remember that the thank you page is very important. Would you like to see what a problem child is? Yeah. All right. Feast your eyes on the screen. Lights out, please. Lights out.
Hey, Steve, right there, I got my
That's not a problem
abracadabra.
child.
Abracadabra means.
That's not a problem child. I like the other one. Actually, once you play that one, since you're there, Greg, go back to the beginning of that one. Go back to the beginning. All right, now.
Hey, Steve.
Stop it.
Let's
You know the other one I want you to play?
tell us.
Escalator?
The escalator, after this, okay?
Yeah.
All right. We have a communication problem here that we're going to resolve by tomorrow, all right? Now, let's say, and there are people in this room who promoted for me, let's say that someone did not buy a $2,000 Hangout Trifecta series from me. And for about a day, they didn't buy it from me. I just did the Hangout. It was about an hour and a half. Is it a good Hangout, by the way? Pretty good, right? Talk to PJ, she's in the corner there. And out of the blue, we sell. Now let's say that we don't get sales, but we got opt-in. What I wanted to show you is potential people who could have said yes, but they didn't. They actually did see the thanks page, didn't they? They saw a thanks to opting in to an event. Now I need to sell them. I don't want to just go out of keep spamming them, so they get an email from me and they see a video. And the video they see to buy is this one. And I want you to play the one you just played. Crystal?
Crystal.
Crystal, then play it.
My
Unmuted.
abracadabra wand, abracadabra means in Aramaic, through my words I create, and I have no idea if I'm going to create anything here. What I do know is that you came to order and register for the Hangout Marketing Trifecta, and you didn't do it. What happened? Here's my question. What happened? My name is Alex Mondosian, and that's the first question I have for you. What happened? You got all that way, and then you decided to abort the shopping cart. It's like going to the cash register at a grocery store and then turning over the shopping cart. What happened? I just want to know. Second question is, what should have happened? Well, for me, I think what should have happened is you should have moved forward, but I don't want to be shooting all over you. You probably heard that before, and you pardon the expression, I don't mean to offend you, but what should have happened? What didn't you see? Did I offend you in somehow? Did you not meet your expectations? It's not about time or money. You have plenty of time. You have 86,400 seconds a day. You have 168 hours a week. You have 52 weeks a year. You have the same exact time I do. Now, money, you have enough money to eat and have shelter. You have enough money to watch me right now. So what you're telling me is not a priority. And the principle of priority is the difference between what is important and what's urgent. And whatever's urgent for you right now is taking the place of what is important, which is expanding your social influence and getting more exposure for your marketing message. Now, my final question is, what will make it right? What makes it right for me? This is self-serving benevolence. The self-serving part is I want you to say yes. I want you to invest. And you have a installment plan or you have a single pay plan. There is a financing charge with the installment plan. But the benevolent piece is that you and I can be a partnership and create this giant intranet. And our communities can converge. Our tribes can converge as we connect and our paths cross week after week after week. I have a lot of influence in the Google Hangout niche or niche if you're in North America, and I want you to participate in that so that I can have a success story and a case study in you. Be decisive. Say yes now. I made it super easy. Just go down there, have a second chance. You deserve a second chance. Time is running out. If that button goes somewhere, that means it's still available. If it doesn't and it says sorry, then I'm sorry, it's too late, and there's nothing you can do with the support desk, there's nothing you can do with me. In fact, the worst thing that can happen is that, because you're gonna pay more for the same course, you're not gonna get the bonus gifts, and your indecision costs you money. Now, I'm being direct with you, I'm being candid with you, and my purpose is not for you to be indecisive. My purpose is for you to be decisive. You either love this message or you loathe it. There is no in between. And if you're undecided, hopefully what I just said got you to make a decision now. My name is Alex Mondosian. I hope our paths cross again now. The trifecta is one click away. It's down below. Say yes. Do it now while time is still ticking.
All right. Now, I'll just show you that second, it doesn't matter. I got a yes to the shopping cart. So they got to the shopping cart, I got their email and their name. So my name and email is never on the same page as the credit card. I always separate them because people abort the shopping cart. When they get to the shopping cart and the credit card, they leave. But I want to get to know who those people were. Are they hot? Yeah. I can't hear you. They're hot. So if they're hot, why not get them when they're hot? Do you know that that message, since I put it on 3.5 months ago, has generated nearly $80,000 for me, and I've only recorded it once? That was a single thing. I want to be, thank you, I want to be happy for you. Can you do something like that? Yeah. So that is public information. Have your video, and that is Alex isn't right? When you saw my video, you heard something you were saying. By now you're probably treating them. But the most important thing is that is for the person who didn't say no. It's the person who said a shy yes. That's a shy yes. And that's what I want you to go after. Is make sure you go after the people who are about to say yes but didn't. And about 35 to 40% of my yeses come because of that video. No engagement is no problem. Now, do we have the other video? Are you sure?
Yes, then.
Are you positive? Are you crystal clear? Okay. Are there consequences if I don't see that out there? Now, I want you to watching this. Now, I want you to look at what a problem child looks like. And whether you're in America, overseas, or in Scandinavia, this is what a problem child looks like. Hit it. Lights out, please.
Push that button too. Thank you. Yes.
Sound on.
Oh, that's not good.
I need this. Already late.
Somebody will come. Anybody in there?
Do you have a phone?
No. Sorry. Somebody! Hello! There are 2 people stuck on an escalator and we need help. Now, would somebody please do something? I don't believe this. You gotta be kidding me. Well, I don't know what to do.
All right,
Come
guys.
back. Come back.
Those are the problem children of the world, you guys. Go ahead, cut it off.
Hello?
All right.
Los luz, por favor.
I don't want to have too much of that kind of the residue of that on you. That's a problem child. Okay? And they are everywhere. But guess what? They can be trained. They are not hopeless. And guess what they need? They need one of the words that I threw up on that board on day 1. Those are the Dalai Lama cells every day. What's the word? They need compassion. They need a compass. They need a little passion. and they need an ionic way to make a decision. That's it. Can you guys do this? You're about to see non-problem children. Now, put your lids up and get ready to go. Because you are about to see some gems in the making. Now, those of you who are going to come up on stage, you are responsible for your own time, so pick a timer in the audience. I'm going to keep time to do it. You got 4 minutes. How long? 4. 4 minutes and 1 second, disqualified. I won't stop you until you disqualified. So have a timer in the audience. Now, just to keep you, this was randomly selected by our programmers back in Virginia. So Virginia, you're going to be up first, ironically, okay? But it was randomly selected, all right? And number 2 will be MC, all right?
That's first.
So just be prepared. I want you to vote, and I want you to do what it takes to vote properly. That's sharp. I want you to give you instructions on what needs to happen. Because we have an online voting booth where all of you are going to be going to, including the live cast back at home. The final scores will be tallied, and the finalists will be announced tomorrow afternoon, early in the afternoon before we depart this place. Are you with me? Yes. Are you with me? Yes. Good. Whether you're on stage or not, please give them all of your attention. You will learn something and understand. Many of them, English is not their primary language. Don't listen to their voice. Listen to their heart. Don't disqualify them or undermine them because they will speak English primarily. Try speaking another language that you don't even know and give a speech like this. Is it hard or easy? All right. Don't give them special voting just because they're doing it. I want you to vote with your heart for theirs. Okay? Now, Sean, go ahead and do some instruction.
So everyone in the room needs to go to mmyvoting.com. mmyvoting.com will be the place where you are going to vote for each of the speakers.
Make sure the live cast people know that as well. mmyvoting.com. Greg is looking behind and over your shoulders to make sure that you are online. And thanking the internet gods. If you're not online, just let us know. I hear no connection.
Seeing some connected, some not. MMY voting. MM.
Look at the screen up there. MMY voting.
Membership Marketer of the Year. MMY.
Voting.com. Who is connected? Raise your hand. Okay. Is it an internet problem?
No. They can go to other sites. It's not that one.
Is what?
They can go to other sites, just not that one.
They can't get on that side. You're on. Okay. Are we getting hit with too many people at once?
Are they getting blocked?
I'm going to check.
All right. So raise your hand if you're there. Okay. Oh, good. We're getting better. With the cell phone. Okay. All right. We'll check. Now, here's plan B. I'm so used to this. Plan B is on an index. Where are my pass out people? Do you have some pass out people here? Okay. I want you to pass out 7 index cards to each person.
It's like the site is.
Twice.
In what?
Online and index cards?
No. We're going to see how many people do it. Otherwise, we'll put the list down. This worked last time. Let's see what's happening. Is there a direct link? Don't put me on video, put up the splash. And you can keep the music going, it's okay. Put the splash page up there.
I'm trying to.
We're going to do this instead. And that's way too small to be able to read that. Okay.
We have a bunch of people on the live cast there. So who's on there? Raise your hand. Hi. Okay, it looks like about 30% of the room.
Sven, what's the error message? Get me an error message. What it says on my screen.
The web page doesn't come up.
Connect to.
John, talk to me. Is Jen available?
Yes, that's who I've got on the phone right now. We're
It's just that side. I think it's just good cameras.
and why voting.
All the live cast people, yeah.
The spelling is correct.
All right,
Yeah.
you guys have, you have your index cards in front of you. All right. Okay, it's coming.
Yeah, that's
Now, I'd like you to take the index cards, and how many do you have?
7.
You have 7? Okay, everyone gets 7. So help each other out. What's the entire, Sean, what's the entire URL? The forwarding may be the problem.
I'm typing it right now. It's long, so I just have to type it in for everybody.
Okay, let's check this out.
It's a little insane, so. / question mark R. It's mega challenge.
Everyone get an index card just in case we're going to start on this one by them. Good job. There we go. Do we have index cards over there?
You want
That's
to,
7? All right, good. Index cards over here? If we don't, leave it. You guys in the middle, attention, index cards, you got them? All right, you guys try to type this in. Good luck.
Hence why we had a redirect.
Yeah. All right, we'll try to type it in. Let's see what you get. I got that.
I think we broke Enum.
You want me to do a forwarding from the forward slide?
Yeah, I'll set that up right now.
Let me set that up, Sean. That's what I prefer you to do. Membership site, seminar.com/.
Vote.
Finally. All right, so go ahead and type that in and see if it comes in. Does it work? Does it work? Okay, because everyone else is getting the link. That works? All right. So, all right, so who has a connection to that site? Raise your hand. Who does not? Okay, did you try it? Okay, it didn't work. Oh, yeah, we want this one. Type, yeah, we'll type that one. It's not case sensitive. Type that in. Type it as is.
It also works as membershipsiteseminar.com/vote.
Okay, what do we learn from that one? No, hang on. What do we learn?
To not overcomplicate things.
Right. And what do we do? Just send it to everyone so they don't make the same mistake. What did you do?
I created a redirect instead of creating just a forward.
So what he did is he bought a domain instead of doing a forward. You see the difference?
Yeah.
Okay, when you buy a domain, then we're relying on somebody else. But we have a server which is membership site seminar, right?
Oh, sorry, it should be membership site intensive. That's the problem. Sorry, everybody.
Membership site intensive /vote.
Yeah. membershipsiteintensive.com/vote.
Well, can you do that, Douglas?
Yes.
Okay, good. Was that a fast recovery? Yeah. Say thank you, Sean. Thank you, Sean. There is no one more relieved in this room than Sean right now. Sean has done a spectacular job doing it. You don't understand. Sean has done a spectacular job, and I can't do that. So, are we, actually, we try to overcomplicate this, we try to oversimplify it.
True.
Okay, so great job. Are we all on? Yeah. Are you on? You are. Is everyone on? Yeah. Now I can start the meeting. All right. Please camera on us. Virginia, would you please come up? And I need a microphone. Go ahead.
Where's my mic?
I'm going to discuss it just a moment. Just come up there next to me. Now, Sean, show the page and let's discuss it.
I can just put that, so it's fine. So all that anybody has to worry about on this page is scroll down. Don't worry about watching the video because you're watching it live. And you're going to see.
Don't watch the video. That's called strangulation. And I may be right next to your seat doing the same thing to you. Right? Do not watch the video. Are you with me? We have too many people watching the video, and it's costing me a lot of money on this high-speed server. Okay? So, keep going, Sean.
You'll notice all of the names, and I'm going to, so you guys can see what you guys see on your page. You will see this. Oh, the names got moved around. How dare they? Anyway, we know what order we're going in. This happened when we changed it over from practice to cast votes. But what you will do after each person has spoken, you will click on cast votes, and it will bring up this page. You will decide how you vote for this person and click Save Score.
Now hang on. Finals was motivating and inspiring. 0 to 7. You cannot go to 0 if they showed up. Are you with me? Okay? Next, up please. Thank you. Finalists spoke with lots of passions. 0 to 7. Finalist speaking style flowed well. Finalist would be a great spokesperson. We've done this before. That means a great spokesperson on our behalf for everyone else, on behalf of membership staff. Now, the finalist is going to vote for themselves. And if you're a finalist, you are forbidden to give yourself anything less than a 7. Are you with me? You're going to vote for yourself, and you're going to vote 7s across the board. Are you with me? Yeah. Thank you. Everyone else, you vote for your heart. All right? Now, does it matter the order?
No.
It doesn't matter. Okay. So can I go through my order here?
You can go through that order. It's going to be fine. I think we just had one person shift.
Okay, very good. All right. Thank you for your patience, everybody. Believe me, this takes a lot of moving parts. But you come right up here. All right, and then now video on her, please. Video will be on her and on us from now on. Is he ready? All right, so here's my question. And we'll start the time after any question. Virginia, why do you feel you deserve to be the 2014 Membership Site Marketer of the Year? Go.
Hi, I'm Virginia Parsons, and the name of my membership site is hangoutmentor.com. And the reason I feel like I deserve to be the membership marketer of the year is that I embrace this technology. I was so excited about it that I gave Sean a hard time and said, when are we getting started? And I was ready to go. The thing I love about the membership marketing challenge is that it is a step-by-step process, and I embrace that. That makes it easy for me. I know what to do from one day to the next. So that's how I embraced it and took the steps. Sometimes it wasn't easy. As a matter of fact, sometimes it was really hard. You know, the site wouldn't work, or my computer wouldn't work, or if anyone knows about Mercury retrograde, nothing would work. But I persisted, and that's what I feel good about. I did not give up, even though there were some days I was tearing my hair out. So I want to make a statement about so many people who are here who English isn't their native language. I am so blown away by you guys. You are amazing. Because this is really difficult for me to do in my native language. So I think you all deserve a big award for that, and you're all winners for doing what you've done if you're not a native language. Now, one of the things I'd like to say is that I followed Alex in his footsteps. I think he said to me, or said to all of us, I'd like to clone myself. So when I learned about Hangouts, I became passionate about it. And I took my coaching business into Hangout marketing because I had so many people say to me, I need help, I need to do this, and I want to do it professionally. And that's when I started to share my knowledge that I gained from my previous course in the Hangout Marketing Challenge. And now I absolutely love it. Do you know that there's literally tens of thousands of women out there who are intimidated by this technology and are missing out on the social influence and the following and the income they deserve just because they're frightened by this technology. Well, I was too. But I want to tell you, by following step-by-step processes like the membership site challenge gives you, any of you can do this. Any one of you can do this. Just take the steps, and that's what I did. And I not only did that, but I also want to share with you what I did because of the outsourcing. And that is that I put together my own ebook, Going Deeper, and in the process ended up with a flyer that I have here for all of you. Anyone who would like the flyer to get my 5 proven ways to make money with Google Hangouts. My husband Bill has it over there, so help yourself to it. Also, if you'd like to, you can use my QR code. And that means you people out there in the live cast as well. Now, the other thing that you can do to get this free material that all came from my membership site is that you can text your name and email to 775-455-4590. That's 775-455-4590. Leave your name and your email, and I'll send it to you. Thank you very much.
Vote your mind, which means vote your heart. Now, the finalist, one of my dear friends, belonging to the $75,000 year mastermind, his name is Avi Mateo. He said this little book created a $600 million company that was yours. And the gentleman who's also in that mastermind is David Forsaker. He wrote a book called The Trust Day. Read this book. This is yours as a gift to the money for God. And you give her a hand. Go ahead and vote. Let the live stream folks know to vote. And then, Sean, what happens when they voted? They come to back to the page, correct?
Correct. You get taken to a page that says basically that you put in a thing and you click on continue voting. It takes you right back to the page. You'll scroll down. You'll see a check mark next to that person's name, meaning you have voted. The rest of the cast votes will still be available.
Do you have an example of that? Screenshot?
I will make one quickly.
Thank you. Go to screenshot. And Nancy can look.
So you'll see this after you voted, and it takes you right back to the page. When you scroll back down, Virginia, all done. Everybody else next.
That vote didn't count. We are doing this scientifically. Vote once. Okay. Nancy Ballesteros, who's the from Spain. Okay. Okay. Now, do you have a timer in the audience?
Timer?
Okay. She has 4 minutes. So I will do it 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, okay? So universal language, yes? Okay, are you ready? Has everyone voted?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, Nancy, why did your user that is not work better for the 2014 Publishing Site Marketer of the Year?
Hello, my name is Nancy Ballesteros. I'm from Spain, from the south. I'm Spanish and cooking trainer. My passion is to teach how to cook Mediterranean diet and Spanish food. What inspired me to participate in this challenge? Well, 1 year and a half ago, I was thinking to create a membership website, but I didn't find who is going to help me to do it. Create my own business and to teach how to cook all the knowledge I have inside me instead of being teaching one by one person and teaching 1,000 of people is what is also is good about this. Another thing that inspired me deciding I want to create a foundation and take teenagers that are at the risk of social exclusion and create a school for them to take them to have something to do. Many of them, they are not motivated. They don't study, they are doing bad things outside. And I want them to give something to do in their lives and in the future for them. In 1 year, this membership website, to create it from now, is a huge responsibility for me. Why? I will need to learn much more about cooking than what I know now, even in English. Alex told me to do it in English, and it's really something very impressive for me, what I'm doing in the last 3 weeks, in the last 9 weeks. Because without speaking proper English, I was doing it getting better and better. And I was traveling around 200 kilometers every day. I've been teaching the last 8 years more than 1,500 customers, ladies, how to cook, one by one in small group. It was tiring, exhausting, and I was arriving working 14 hours every day. I was arriving too late many nights, working Saturdays, working Sundays without seeing my kids. When I arrived home, sleeping at my husband, really was very painful for me. And I don't want this for me or for them. It's like any one of us, we need to have a quality life. For my professional life, I didn't know anything about the membership website, about how to do all this. And thanks to Alex and to Shane, why with this challenge step by step, you can do it. You can learn how to do this without overwhelming yourself. I leave my last job. I leave being team leader of teaching and finance. I was telling you, and teaching and training development, to be able to leave a space and do something new. Now I have my own business, and okay, yes. My big takeaway is that I can do it. I can do it. I can do whatever it takes to do this work. I'm very proud of myself of what I'm doing, and with the language difficulty. My compromise is to learn what's necessary for creating the best world of footwear, being consistent and planning and creating new challenges for my members. I should win this challenge because I given up many things in the last month to leave a space and to learn new knowledge to go further. It's an emotional, painful process for me. And I need to to be where this SpanishCookVideo.com should be in the future.
I want to use this written in Spanish.
I have more things to do,
Well, I want you to read this book first, the previous year, yeah? Okay. Please cast your vote.
Thank you.
And Nancy, make sure Nancy votes sevens for herself, yeah? Cast your vote. You know what to do. Do you have a timer? Okay. You're good? Okay. Hey, he's got one job over here. You got it. All right, Tony. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? Yeah! Live chat, I hope you're ready. Tony, what gives you the right to think that you will be the top voter for the 2014 Membership Site Challenge Marketer of the Year?
So, Dr. Tony Victor here, and I just want to say that I am living right now in a place where I am feeling the most gratitude for my life that I've ever had in any time in my life. And I'm grateful because I'm living the life of my dreams. I'm living with my soulmate, Becky, who we have been together for 44 years. So say congratulations to Becky for putting up with me for 44 years. And in my professional life, I am living my dreams of helping couples develop the relationships of their dreams. But I want you to know that I haven't always been the most grateful person on the planet. When I was growing up as a small child, I remember living in a very loving home. My family just loved to fight, and they loved to argue, and they loved to create all kinds of chaos. And I grew up in a home like that, growing up saying, chaos and fighting and arguing, is that all there is in life? And I knew that I needed to get away, and I wanted to get away, and I knew what I didn't want. But when I grew up in that kind of a family, I also grew up creating stories about myself in my own mind and about my family. That we're not good enough. That we're the people from the wrong side of the tracks. And when I was in groups or in crowds, I always felt like I was the one who had to hide. Because if anybody really knew who I was, they would reject me and not accept me. So it makes sense that relationships would become very important to me. And they did. Relationships became very important to me. And over time, I began to discover that the most important relationship for me was a relationship with myself. You see, I was filled with fear of rejection, fear that people wouldn't accept me. And I tried to do all kinds of things to fight against that fear, but nothing would help. Until that one day I began to realize in my quest that in my journey, instead of fighting the fear that was in me, the self-hatred, the rejection, I needed to simply embrace it and begin to see the real me that is there. The authentic, unique creation. Each of us are an authentic, unique creation. And each of us have a mission, a purpose, and a story in life. And my mission is to work with relationships, with couples, with families. And this opportunity that I had over the last 30 years to work with couples has been amazing for me. However, I realized that I wasn't getting my message out the way that I needed to. because I was turning my back on marketing. I opened my mind and I opened myself to learn more and more about how to do the marketing piece. And in that learning, I discovered Alex, I discovered Hangout Marketing Challenge, and I discovered the membership site. And the membership site, with my openness to be willing to share my message to the world in a way that I was never willing to do before. And so now I have that membership site. And I've opened myself up to accepting marketing as the way to get that message out. So thank you.
Go ahead and vote. Livecast, please vote. Arguably, this is the largest challenge in history as far as my recollection that I've ever been involved in, the sheer number of people voting. When you're done voting, we're done. Are these guys doing great or what? In your own businesses, can you see yourself having a challenge like this to create this? Yes? Yeah. Does it create passion? Yes. Commitment? Yes. Okay? You can do this. Model and mimic, especially the challenges. June Erik, and you are from where? Norway. From Norway. Now tell me, your English is pretty good, but it's not your primary language, right? Okay. Again, the commitment. Tell me why you feel you deserve to be the top vote getter for the 2014 membership site challenge. Go.
Imagine a woman who finds the man of her life. She has 4 children. One of the children dies as an infant, and shortly after the husband dies. She finds a new man to marry, but the new man says you can only keep one of your children. Can you imagine having to make such a choice? This woman didn't have a voice to stand up for herself, so she chose one of her children and put the other 2 in foster homes. The chosen child is an intelligent child. She wants to take education, but because they live in a remote space, she has to, at the age of 14, move away from home and start to support herself. She finds a man, marries, have 4 children, and then she divorces also. And because she doesn't have an education, because she doesn't have a voice, it's a tough life to support 4 children, but she does it, she does hard work. This woman, this chosen child, is my mother. And the woman that had to give up 2 of her children is my grandmother. And I created my membership site for my mother, for my grandmother, for all the women who don't have a voice, for all the women that don't stand up for themselves, for all the women that are so resourceful, that know so much, but don't get to get positions they deserve. My membership site is called Just Understand Your Education. It's about public speaking and leadership. And if you think that these women deserve a voice, that these women deserve to stand up for themselves, please stand up along with me for these women. Please do stand up for these women. Thank you.
to sit down and vote. Let's do it. All right, who's voted? Raise your hand. Take another moment. Broadcast, please cast your vote. Christina, Ashani, where do you go?
From Poland?
From Poland. Is English your primary language?
No.
No. Okay. Tell me why you feel you deserve to be the top vote getter for the 2014 membership site challenge.
My name is Natasha. I'm from Poland, and it took me 28 hours to get here on this training. But before I say why I deserve to be the top getter, I would like to put a little bit background why I'm here. When I was a child, I always loved swimming. Still, I love. But my mom always said that I try to live in unrealistic life. And to protect me, she always tried to bring me down. But I didn't agree with her, and I tried something in different way. Now I am a teacher, but when I was introduced to network marketing company, I loved this idea. And when I started act with my company, I do it without any preparation, any support, and any system. And then I realized that there is something more about this idea. So I started digging deeper to find out how this should work. And this is my idea about my membership site, to create a site where I can help people in network marketing, because I realized that there are many people, especially in Poland, women who give up their dreams. They quit network marketing because they also don't have proper system and support. And I decided to do it using internet tools, because today world is changing, and if I want to connect with more people, with more women, and if I would like to help them, I need to use this way. For me, it was very difficult because I didn't know anything about it. Every stuff was very, very new, and when I need to do, especially Hangout, for me it was very challenging because I don't speak English almost at all. So there was a funny story about my first Hangout, because I first wrote down what I want to say, then I learned it by heart, and I recorded 16 versions before I created the final one. Yes, but I think that my biggest obstacle during this challenge was not English, but my mind. I needed to battle with my mind, because I think that probably because my mother always tried to bring me down, I always care about what other people say, especially what other people say is not perfect. And during this challenge, it was my aha moment that progress is more important than perfection. So for me, it was very, very amazing. And I share my idea with other people, with my friends. And yesterday, I earned my first dollar for one membership site. So I know how to overcome obstacles, how to deal with our motivation, and how to do not give up. So this is why I should become the membership site marketer of the year. Thank you.
wish it was in Polish. Now, if you have any idea, we have literally dozens of Poles, street Poles watching this right now. So they're watching and they know they're smiling. Why? Go ahead and vote. Christina, 7 to the top, yeah. 7. That's not a joke. Do it. If you do an 8, I'd give an 8. Very tired. Right? Choices, okay. Very good. Okay. So got it? Ready? Go ahead and share. This is the United Nations right now. All right, Mario, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, good. Tell everyone, back home, here, overseas, retirement, why you believe to be the top book getter for the Membership Site Challenge of the year 2014.
My name is Mario Yanda, and I'm so excited and so proud that you made it here to listen to the speech of the next winner of the Marketer of the Year. Why me? Because I had the best teachers in the industry. And I took the decision to be the best student and do what it takes. And for my teachers, I could copyright their knowledge and their experience into my success formula. And on my side, I repurposed my life experience into the formula. And I was a pilot, an airline captain for 26 years. And as a pilot, I know what it means to do what it takes. And the pilot in me will make your life take off again and fly to new destinations. I'm a magician for 46 years now, still performing. And as a magician, you have to be a good storyteller to reach the hearts of other people. And the magician will put magic and dreams into your life. This challenge, the whole time for this challenge, took me out of my comfort zone, I tell you, every single day. And I promised myself to do what it takes. And I was shown all my dark corners and my weaknesses. And I learned how to make mistakes and to allow myself to make mistakes and to be perfectly imperfect. And this experience is my heart in the formula. And my children, I experience the power of passion. And my passion is the gunpowder in this formula. And my passion is contagious because I see smiles in each of your eyes. 2 smiles in the eyes. 1 smile in each lips. And a big, big smile in your heart. And now, what shall we do to make magic happen for you? Very easy. You take your 4 smiles and convert these smiles into a number. And I will reveal you a secret. This number is a magic 7. So you have 4 smiles, now you get 4 sevens. And you will take this mouse now into your hand and put the 7 on each of the categories And I thank you that you gave me the opportunity to make you the most happiest judges of this contest. Thank you.
What number are you going to vote? 7. All right, good job. Crystal. Have you voted? Okay. Many of you sit there and you hear a 4-minute speech, and you know, it can be heart-tugging, and it could be inspiring. Understand these people have gone through 3 months, and they've gone through 3 months of my curriculum. So it took a lot to just get on this stage. It took a lot to be in those seats. Do we understand each other? I'm not going to say last but not least. Let's go. Where you from?
Clovis, California.
All right. So tell us why you feel you deserve to be the top voter for the Membership Site Challenge 2014.
Hello, everybody. My name is Crystal Oliveria. I'm from Clovis, California, and I have been participating in this Membership Site Challenge. My website is Scholarship Membership Site. I highly encourage you to write it down, either to check it out for yourself or for someone that you know. I currently help families afford college, and I do this in several ways. And one of the reasons that I'm really happy that I participated in this challenge is because I got to learn how to serve people better, how to serve families better. And with the rising cost of tuition, a lot of parents are really concerned about how to afford college. They don't want to spend a lot of savings, they don't want to tap into their retirement, and they don't want to co-sign a lot of student loans to put their child through college. But they do want their child to be successful. And when I started this challenge, I wasn't really quite sure what the correct message to market match was. I wasn't really quite sure. I knew they needed help. I couldn't quite pinpoint how I could best serve these people. And by engaging in this community, which is why I feel that I should be a top go-getter, I have learned a lot about my market. Early on in the challenge, I had a parent give me a phone call, and it blew my mind because it was something along the lines of, I want to know about the products you offer. I'm very interested in it. I think you're worth more than what you're charging, but you currently don't offer something that I want to pay for. I'm like, okay, this is kind of like an awkward call because it's a dream call. Someone saying that they see my self-worth, that I should be charging more. And so we got into a conversation about his daughter, and he told me that she's been winning all these awards, and he feels that she's on the right track, and he doesn't know what else she needs. So I, after talking to him, I found out, okay, well, that's, you know, I think the best way for me to help you is to have a conversation with your daughter, find out where she is, and then I can tell you where she needs to go, and I can help create a bridge so you know exactly what to do. He said, perfect. But then my next challenge was, how do I serve a lot of people? I can only serve so many people if I talk to them one-on-one. And the great thing about this program is that it has an awesome challenger plugin. And that allows me to create a challenge where I have a 14-day parent challenge available, which is why I encourage you to write down the site, scholarshipmembershipsite.com. And it's a 14-day challenge for parents to help re-engage with their child in another way. They get to be successful because now they're building a relationship with their child in another way that previously wasn't possible before. They start asking them questions about how is your day? You know, have you thought about your future? What is it that you want to do? And for this reason, for the conversation that is getting started, I'm doing more than just helping people afford college.
I'm engaging and building a community of people that's going to build self-esteem and skills that are going to be used in industries across the world to help create this world to be a better place. And that's why I feel like being in this challenge and learning these skills and having these tools, that's why I feel like I deserve to be the top vote getter.
Seven for you, yourself, and the rest of you guys for vote. And when you're done voting, put your list down. It's down when you're ready. Thank you. Okay. Was this a full day? It was a full day. Have we learned a lot again? Now, what software do we use to do the voting? We created this. Over the course of about 5 years and about $500,000, we created the software. Actually, we put it back into our membership site platform so anyone in the challenge can have their own challenge, just like you just heard. If you have any questions about the platform, how to use it, just come to us in the back. Sandra will leave you the room right now. That'll be attending the chat. And then we have Sean in the back as well. Just ask them, what's the software? How can I get it? Etc. It's not for sale, but if there's a way that we can converge and work with each other, it does make an impact on people who are ready to quit and didn't. Because public embarrassment has more impact than the fear of failure and the fear of success combined. And so what we do is we have people score based on the actions, what's the word? They take, and we put their coach right next to them. And we, based on their scores, we put them up on the leaderboard, on the what board? Leaderboard. And it's public. It's a public leaderboard. And they are supposed to, and do, and have submitted a YouTube video, and they submitted an essay in English. Not easy. Now, there are many ways to get compliance or to get people to do things. This is one way I've learned for it to work. You've had a long day. Tomorrow we start in the room at 8:30. What time? 8:30. VIPs, you have a VIP reception with me at 7:30 at the VIP lounge. We'll take pictures together. If you'd like to be there with us, please be there at 7:30 a.m. What time? 7:30. Tomorrow we will end around 3 p.m. Around what time? 3 p.m. Stay till the end. We will be giving awards at the end so everybody stays. Yeah. Not only for the top vote getters, but also for the teams playing. We are handing cash. I got the cash from Wells Fargo Bank today. $20 bills going in envelopes. And everybody makes money in the room. If your team didn't make a sale, you're still going to make money from me. Period. Are you clear on that? Yeah. All right. So your job is to keep playing at 100%. Please stand up. Yeah! Usually, what these guys are used to in the front row is sit back down. It's another pocket match. I'm not going to do that. Take another thing. Let me let it go. Okay. All right. So what I want you to know is passion does not produce commitment. Is that true by now? Okay? Passion is gone long ago. This is commitment. And so if we can teach one other soul in your life how to be as committed as you are, know that it is not taken for granted. I'm proud to share this room and space with you. Let's let it go. I'll see you tomorrow morning. And